Hello everyone and welcome back to the PPL. This is week 5 of D2. This week we're facing Nidoqueen and his Nidoqueen Park Rangers. I'm really sorry about that, right in the middle of all of that. But I'll quickly go over mine and Nidoqueen's teams to give you a quick little information boost. So my team has Tapu Fini, Nidoqueen as my Super Z move user, Dragonite as my offensive Z move user, Porygon 2, Kartana as my second offensive Z move user, Arcanine, Raikou, and Frostlass. Nidoqueen has Celesteela, Togekiss as his Super Z move user, Mega Garchomp, Blastoise, Licky, Azelf as his offensive Z move user, Marowak, Alolan, Rotom Cut, Piloswine, Liepard, and Barbaracle as his second offensive Z move user. So as you guys can see on the screen, I am bringing Tapu Fini, I am bringing Arcanine, I'm bringing Tapu Fini, I'm bringing Arcanine, I'm bringing Dragonite, Porygon 2, Frostlass, and Raikou. He has brought Piloswine, Celesteela, Togekiss, Mega Garchomp, Azelf, and Licky. So pretty much everything I expected. My lead right here is Raikou regardless. I'll just quickly go over the sets I have. A Life Orb Raikou with Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice, Thunderbolt, and I can't remember. Aura Sphere? Frostlass, who is a Trick Choice Scarfmon, which Dual Stab and Thunderbolt. A defensive Tapu Fini with Leftovers. Defensive Porygon 2 with Foul Play and Ice Beam, I believe. No, Foul Play and Tri Attack, Recover, and Toxic. Arcanine, who is offensive. Dragonite, who has the the Electrium Z. So that's pretty much it. So let's get this battle started, and I do have it sped up, so it'll be a little bit crazy, just because the battle was so long. So let's get this started. Now we have Pokemon Trainer Rai challenging me. I lead off with my Raikou, as he's going to lead off with his Piloswine, the Piloswine. That's unfortunate for me. So I am just going to hard swap straight out, go into Tapu Fini, which he'll probably go for Rocks. I could have gone for an Aura Sphere, but that wouldn't have done much. He does go for Rocks, which also unfortunate. Now he's going to swap out, as I am going to go for the Nature's Madness, predicting Celesteela or Licky. So Licky does show that it has the leftovers. Now I'm going to swap out. I'm going to go straight into my Frostlass because I can trick anything onto this. He actually goes for Whirlpool. So now I realize he's trying to trap me in. I didn't know exactly the moveset. I did know Licky did get Power Whip. I'd go for the trick here to try and neuter whatever comes in. And he actually goes into Celesteela, which is great for me because now it has Choice Scarf, and now I have leftovers, which is very nice. Now I'm gonna swap into Arcanine. This is actually misgen, by the way. The Arcanine was supposed to have Flash Fire, and it doesn't, so unfortunate. So I do have the Intimidate. I'm gonna swap out, go into Tapu Fini, predicting him to either go into Garchomp or just keep going for the Flamethrower, which is fine with me. And I don't know if he was sacking it there or was predicting to go for damage, but I swapped into Tapu Fini. I go for the Defog to get the rocks off the field because I don't like rocks. My team really does not like rocks. Now, my option here is to either go for a Nature's Madness and try and whittle this thing down and get trapped in, or Nature's Madness him and see what he's going to go for. So he actually goes for the Wish. Now I'm thinking, I need to see what type of set this Licky is. I need to see if this Moonblast does a decent amount and can be able to take him out. No, and I get trapped in. So unfortunately, trapped in. He's got the Wish. Now this is really stally. It pretty much just involves him going for Wish, whittling me down to the point where I can't kill him with a combination of Nature's Madness and Moonblast. and he can kill me with a combination of Whirlpool and Power Whip. So it's just going to be a drawn out battle between the two of us, and it's not going to mean I'm winning. So unfortunately, Licky's going to kill my Tapu Fini. Yeah, I know. Unfortunate. It was a really good set on his part. Power Whip, gonna do a lot of damage. Hurts me pretty bad. Fun times. Ouchies. And now he can go for another wish and then Power Whip potentially. Power Whip, I'm not sure if will kill me from here. I'm gonna go for another Nature's Madness. Bring him down super low, as he does go for a wish to keep himself healthy, which is the smarter play, because this Licky puts in a lot of work to the entire team, because Licky is fat as fuck. So now he can kill me with the Power Whip, as I just go for Nature's Madness. I didn't miss any, which was kind of nice. He kills me and gets his wish back, so unfortunately, ouchies to the maximum. So now I'm gonna go into Big Bubba. I'm actually gonna just go for the Dragon Dance, I believe, here. And I want to gauge how much. This is another misgen, by the way. It was supposed to have Iron Head and not Iron Tail. So luckily, I still hit the Iron Heads, or the Iron Tail, and I got the defense drop. So I'm gonna swap out and go into Arcanine, as he does have the Ice Shard to go at me, because he's kind of forced to go for it at that point. Otherwise, I kill him with an Iron Tail. I go for the close combat because I know it'll kill Piloswine from there. Rough Skin. I know by that damage that this Garchomp is not defensive, because it was like a 3-hit KO. He goes for Earthquake. He was actually supposed to Mega Evolve. That was a misplay on his part, which actually kind of cost him, because the Mega Evolve Garchomp would have done a lot of damage. So then I go for the Toxic, just predicting stuff to come in, as he goes into Licky, which puts this thing on a timer now, which is awesome for me. Extremely awesome. Another phone interruption. I'm going to swap out into Arcanine as he goes for the wish. I'm going to try and do tons of damage with a close combat, I believe, but he does have a free swap in with Garchomp now that he has the wish up. Really unfortunate, but this damage is really nice for me, because now a Foul Play can kill him from the range he's at, because an Analytic, well, I'm getting way too ahead in the match. I go into Porygon 2 to take a hit. He actually goes for the Mega Evolution this turn, and he goes for the Swords Dance. So now the Foul Play 100% kills from that range. So this crit here does not matter. I calced it. Jolly +2 Analytic does 90% minimum, and he was well under 90. Now I'm going to swap out. I'm going to Raikou, as he's trying to Toxic my Porygon 2. I can see that he is still Choice Scarfed. Here, I kind of just go for the, I believe, the Thunderbolt. Yeah, I go for the Thunderbolt. It does a decent amount of damage. I could have just stayed in and gone for the other Thunderbolt, or gone for the Aura Sphere, and it'll reveal that I'm not timid. So I do go for the Aura Sphere. It reveals I am not timid, so I'm really worried that he's not going to bring, or he's going to bring in Azulfield, because I don't outspeed it. Now he actually just goes into Togekiss, and then double switches for the Volt Switch damage to block my Volt Switch. And now here I calc this was also a roll, 18% to 21. I was at 20%, so he did get the max roll there. But now it's perfect, because I can bring in Porygon 2 and get a recover off on anything, because everything else I wouldn't have been able to. He gets the Stealth Rocks up. I go for the Tri Attack. It's pretty quick from here on out. It's 4 to, I believe, 4 to 5, as I'm going to be trying to go for damage. He goes for the Roost, and I'm going to go for the Recover, which is the best play for me, because I need the recovers. Here I had actually gone for the Recover anyways, so the Encore does not matter, because I need to be at a high enough health to take a hit from his Azulf. Azulf is a big problem, and now he can go into Azulf. I'm going to swap out, sacking my Frostlass, because it's going to die to whatever hit, as he actually goes for the Nasty Plot. So unfortunately, since I don't have rocks, this foul play from my Porygon has a chance to not kill, because it does 98%. Now he goes for the Psychic as I go for the foul play, and it kills him. So it turns out he had slight bit of attack investment, and he brings in his Celesteela. I imagine he's just gonna go for the Toxic again. Here I'm going to bring in Dragonite, get the Stealth Rocks. It hurts a lot. I could potentially go for the Dragon Dance here, but I'm actually neutered with the Toxic, and I predicted him to bring in Togekiss to Encore me, which would have sucked. Now I actually go for the Gigavolt Havoc, hoping he would go into Togekiss, and it turns out he's actually max physically defensive. So now he's gonna swap out. I go for the Iron Tail for the safe swap into Piloswine, but he goes into this thing. Now I have one more shot in me. I'm gonna hit a Thunderbolt off, or a Thunder Punch off, which is really nice, and then I'm gonna die to poison. So now I bring in Arcanine just to make sure I try and kill this thing, as he actually goes into his Piloswine as I go for the Flare Blitz, and he lives it, unfortunately, and I kill myself to recoil. So now I just have Porygon 2 against the world. This is the perfect chance for me to go for another recover and bring it up. And by the way, this is super close to the end of the game. We ran this to timer pretty much. Porygon 2 can potentially 1v1 everything on his team if I get the Toxic off on the Togekiss first. Now I'm gonna just kill this Piloswine because I don't need it in my life. Now he's gonna go into his Celesteela and go for the Toxic, which he actually misses first. I go for the foul play, and it's gonna be a 3-hit KO from here. Now he hits the Toxic, and I go for another foul play, and he's pretty much Choice Scarfed into Toxic, so he can't really do anything else to me. And I'm gonna foul play again after he goes for another Toxic. And now, since timer had actually run out on that turn, he brings in Togekiss, and the battle is over. And so what this means is that I technically won the battle because my Porygon had more HP than his Togekiss did at the end of the battle. So it's a win, but since it's a 1-to-1 win, there's no differential added to me. Now he could have just timer stalled me. It was 1v3. He could have timer stalled and got a win and a +2, but he didn't, which Raikou is great for not playing like that, because I don't like timer stalling. I actually think there is a rule in the PPL that says timer stalling is not allowed. So anyways, thank you for watching, guys. It's always appreciated. Next week we are facing Ashton Akai, Eric, and his team is scary. So hopefully we win. We're currently 4-1 with a +10 differential. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.